So, a client reached out to me recently after having worked with a PR company to do some outreach to get herself some press for her expertise. Well deserved, of course. Now, the PR agency had written this outreach message for her that just didn't resonate. So, her next action was to go to an AI service and ask for the AI to rewrite the message, which then spit out another message for her, which some people might look at and go, well, it sounded better, but it sounds like every other message out there. So that isn't going to get her noticed when she's reaching out cold to somebody that she doesn't have any kind of rapport with. So then she comes to me and says, Nikki, can you look at these two messages and help me craft something that is going to actually be worth the time and energy and effort to send out to somebody that might actually spur a response. So as soon as I looked at the messages, I was like, yeah, these aren't going to work. And even like my client said, it just feels like the message is shouting like me, it's all about me. And frankly, that is never interesting to the reader. And as a matter of fact, I did a podcast recently on this very topic. It's episode 286, and it's called Using AI in Sales: What to Automate and What to Say Yourself. When you are doing this type of outreach, you cannot sound like everybody else because your message is just going to be deleted. It's just like, heard it all before. It's the same old, and it sounds like everybody else. So we were able to craft a message that works much better for her. And she's very proud now to send this message out to people. So first and foremost, we start with a authentic connection compliment to the person that she was reaching out to. The second thing is that we asked questions in the message instead of just making statements, which frankly 99.9% of everybody does in their emails. And if you are only writing statements in your emails and there are no questions, you're not engaging the reader, you're not engaging their brain. So it sounds like you're talking at them. Questions are talking with people, and that's where real connection starts to happen. And frankly, that's the differentiator in sales. And then the third thing was, instead of sharing her like full bio about all of her accomplishments, we used one specific example that really showed what she's capable of. Because if you can pique the interest of the reader, then they might be more interested in looking and exploring, what else have you done? What are your other accomplishments? What are some other ways that we could feature you in articles? And then, having sent back this message for her, she now is confident about sending out these outreach messages, which is another huge differentiator in sales. A lot of times you'll work on something, but then you go like, it doesn't really sound like me. It kind of feels a little salesy or just sounds like everybody else, so I won't send it. Well, that's not going to help your business move forward. So, super important that you feel confident about what it is that you're sending so that you're proud to send it out. And if you get a no, it's okay. But you're more likely to get a yes when you can create real connection in your messages. So, before sending something out, here is the question to ask yourself: does this message read like every other message who's shown up in my inbox in the last week? And if the answer is yes, do not send it, because sounding like everybody else, that's not going to help you. You need something that sounds like you. That is your differentiator, you. So it needs to be authentic and connection forward for you. All right, if you need some help in crafting messages that will really resonate and show you in your best light and frankly engage the reader's brain, then I'm Nikki Rausch, the Sales Maven, here to support you in getting that done. Wishing you continued success.